Hi, it's 9 o'clock. Time for story time with Mama Jen and friends. Our story tonight is Guess How Much I Love You by Sam McBratney, illustrated by Anita Jerram. Guess how much I love you. Oh, look at our little rabbits. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. Hi, Draven. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare. That is a lot. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. Look at that. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. Wow, that's a lot of love. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. Look how high. That's so high. That's a lot of love. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare. Bouncing up and down. Look at him. Bounce and bounce and bounce. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare. And he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. how far away that is. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. What do we think? I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very, very far. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. Aww. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. That's a lot of love. Guess how much I love you. I love you a whole lot. I love you 16. That's all for story time tonight. But we'll talk to you tomorrow and we'll read another story tomorrow night at the same time. It's time for our good night song. Are you ready to sing with me? You are? Great! Sing with Mama. Good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams, I love you. Sing with me. Good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams, I love you. Good night.